God created you to be an extension of God's hands. God created you to be love, hope, and peace.
Here are our hosts for the Marriage Enlightenment Program, presented by Make Life a Success, LLC, Mordechai and Esther Fintz. They are authors and songwriters, and they have been married for 55 years, and they want to share inspirational and success ideas that help make them to live a life of love, happiness, and success through their lifetime by always maintaining their faith in God. With no further delay, here are our hosts, Mordecai and Esther Fintz.
Hi,
Thank
hello.
you.
Welcome back
Yes.
to another of our beautiful programs. Make life a success and the Marriage Enlightenment Program. We are so excited again. You know, we've been very excited with these programs. It's going on so well. We're getting so much welcoming and compliments. That is really exciting. We are glad that you all tuning in and checking on the website and also checking on our book, what makes our life a success, which is very, very good reading from all of us, our first book. And then what do we have today, Mordechai?
Well, we're going to continue with the segment of the 5 pillars, okay, of a good marriage. And we're very grateful today, and we thank God that we have over here the Bishop Vincent and his wife, Ali, and we're going to then be discussing with them so that they can help us, okay, who are better qualified than them to help us to talk about the next, which is actually Thanksgiving. And again, we're going to be talking about compliments. Okay, so why don't you introduce and tell us how long you've been married and how many children you have and what life has prepared for you.
Amen. Well, first of all, thank you all so much. We're honored to be here and to be guests, and we're very humbled by this opportunity. The fact that you all have been together 55 years, you all have set a cadence in the kingdom that marriage is something that God honors.
Amen.
And outside of the statistics where over 50% of those that get married end up in divorce, you all have proven that when you're vested in the right thing, God's glory will continue to flow. So our hat goes off to you all for even having this program.
To God be the glory. Amen.
With that being said, my name is Bishop Vincent. This is my wonderful wife, evangelist, artist Leslie. And contrary to a lot of situations, both of us went through divorces. And so we actually have a total of about 28 years of marriage combined. And we've been married now for 6 years. A total of 4 daughters from the age of 16 to age 30.
Wow.
But in ministry, when we first got together, one of the first things the Lord showed me, and I shared it with my wife, is God allowed us to lose our marriages so that everybody that we come in contact with won't have to. Amen. And so we had to sacrifice and go through some things, learning what not to do and what to do.
Amen.
And so with that, God has really blessed our ministry. We have a very, very powerful marriage ministry at our church and a marriage boot camp. We're just coming off of a 6-month marriage boot camp where we were able to meet with couples weekly, investing in them, giving them seeds, giving them information to enhance their marriages. So we're excited.
So wonderful to hear.
Those are marriage encounters that you do?
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And you run that program every month or
every week? It's
every week.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm so glad to hear. You know, I see more and more apparently God is bringing up more souls to be able then to preach and to be able to share the word of God through the marriage. Because the first thing that Satan always attacks is actually the marriage. Okay,
It's the foundation of the home.
in your case, both of you have a great testimony that you went to something that it didn't work out because it was not God meant to be.
Amen.
Because
Amen.
you two are soulmate and God brought them together. But in most of the cases, when a couple breaks, it usually breaks the family completely.
Yeah.
And then they start going through different roads and different things that destroy their lives and give them bad example just because they are angry and they seem to blame themselves that they were the cause that caused their parents to break apart, But I'm so glad to have you over here because then you are making a different testimony that there is a chance that sometime, if in the first time it doesn't work out, look for your soulmate and God will provide it, and that is a great testimony.
And it's interesting that you say that because for me personally, I ended up marrying what I would consider to be my college sweetheart. Mm-hmm. So after that divorce and remarrying, the Lord gave me a very clear scripture. He said, your first spouse was your choice. Mm. And because it was your choice, it ended up being an Ishmael. Oh. When God told Abram to have a son, it was supposed to be through Sarah. But through influence, Amen. He ended up having a son through Hagar. Uh-huh. And that was a part of his flesh. Yes. And so anything that you do out of your flesh, I don't care if it's business, if it's vision, if it's marriage, if it's ministry, if you do it out of your flesh. Amen to that. I feel the Holy Ghost. If you do it out of your flesh, you're going to reap after the flesh. And so I was able, the reason why I didn't have to go down that road, man of God, of the guilt and the shame is I realized I picked my own Ishmael. Oh. But when you understand that God has given you an Isaac, this becomes the gift of promise. And so to answer your question, it becomes easier to become thankful over an Isaac. Amen. When you've been able to overcome what an Ishmael looks like.
And for myself, when it comes to wives, many women get married, but they don't understand how to be a wife.
That's good.
That's true.
They want to wear the
Amen.
white dress. They want the flowers and the rice thrown. But once they get married and they become a wife, they don't know how to be a wife.
That's
so
true.
when it's time to compromise, when it's time to be thankful, when it's time to be in agreement, they don't know how to do that. And so a part of our ministry is I also have a ministry called Wise Wives Win.
Wow.
And so as a wife, it says a wise woman builds up her house, but a foolish one tears it down with her hands. So the Lord said we're going to build up women to become wise when it comes to being a wife so that they don't be fools and tear their homes down.
That's so wonderful. Nice. We were very young when we met and God brought us together as a soulmate. We were very privileged that I had an aunt, Aunt Raquel, that she was a visionary and she has a spiritual gift. And she sat me down and she told me that I was going to meet my soulmate in the next 2 or 3 weeks. I was only 17. Okay, so I didn't know anything about marriage and I didn't know anything about soulmate. But she described her exactly the way that it was going to be. And as a matter of fact, she said she's beautiful, she's brunette, she's not too tall, But let me tell you something, be prepared, she's very shy, and which I don't think that now what we can say about that.
I'm still.
But the most important thing that we did, once we already acknowledged that we have feelings for one another, okay, and we started dating, we started going out on a secluded place on the Canarsie Beach in Brooklyn. And we used to bring in the Bible, inspirational books about marriage, anything that we can grab that can educate us because we were trying to prepare ourselves, okay, for what God had selected us ahead. Yeah. And we are very grateful to God for that and that is something that we recommend to every couple that when they meet and they feel that they have feeling for each other. Okay, and we have it written then in our book there. We have 10 different questions that we should, each one of us ask, okay, when, before getting married. So we know, and simple question, nothing spectacular or nothing, but we go through a step by step of different things so that we can build. This way you dialogue about it, and if you have any difference, then you know that you can make compromises if you still love each other and want to go through, but at least you get that out of the way, and that will not become a stumbling block.
But now we're going to have to take a break, and you're going to join us on the game.
Absolutely.
You're going to play with us.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
God bless you. We thank you very much for being with us.
Are you planning a trip to Fort Lauderdale, Miami area by plane or car? The Roadway Inn and Suites is the hotel to stay. We offer complimentary continental breakfast for all our guests. Shopping is available at Forget Something gift shop, located in the lobby, with a big selection of items at a discounted price. The meeting and banquet rooms can accommodate any event, large or small. Enjoy our heated pool surrounded by a beautiful tropical courtyard. You can enjoy lunch or dinner at Marina Ready 4 Sport Bar and Grill while you watch your favorite sport. Complimentary shuttle to and from the Fort Lauderdale Airport and Cruise Port is available to you. The front desk and all the staff are waiting to welcome you with a big smile. Thank you for choosing Roadway Inn and Suites Cruise Port Hotel in Fort Lauderdale. We are part of Choice Hotel International.
We are back on the beautiful segment that we're having so much fun of how well do you know your spouse. And here we have two beautiful couples, and they're going to tell us your name. What's your name?
My name is Reggie Butler, and this is my glorious wife, Golden Lady.
Yes.
Very good.
And I'm Rashid Guest, and my beautiful wife, Portia Guest.
Welcome to the exciting game. And I'm going to tell you very fast the rules of the game. We're going to ask you 4 questions. Each one has a set of points. At the end of the game, whoever has more points will win a certificate for 2-night, 3 days at a stay at the Roadway Inn and Suites in Fort Lauderdale. You get 2 beautiful T-shirts, and the points will be cash out. So it's a very good grand prize. Okay?
Plus, you get also a $2 bill as a testimony and certification that the two of you know each other very well.
Very good.
Awesome.
Okay.
And we are ready for to play?
So let's roll up, okay? We're here for 10 points, okay? Which one of these expressions of love will you say that your wife will appreciate the most? Number 1, A, to hear you say, I love you. Number 2, a compliment about yourself.
By herself.
C, go shopping together. Or D, all of the above.
Can you repeat the question?
The first one is to hear your husband say, I love you. Or a compliment about your beautiful dress and your beautiful, or go shopping together, or all of the above. A, B, C, or D. A is I love you.
Which one is that you appreciate the most from your
What I
husband?
appreciate the most.
Yes.
That's what I mean.
Right.
Okay. So the time is clicking. Golden Lady, we need an answer.
Okay, you're all ready? Portia?
All of the above.
All the above.
Oh,
All the above.
wow.
Great one.
Oh,
There we have a perfect match. Yes.
Golden Lady.
We just talked about this.
Okay.
B, compliment me.
Because you know I love you.
I said compliment.
I love you so much.
We just
You're my
talked about
beautiful
this the
wife.
other day.
And I compliment you. Your love for me.
Well, we just talked about it the other day. I said, you don't
Compliment.
never tell me that, that I look good. You just,
And I say I love you so much, and you look so beautiful. And I was like,
I think that
Andre, that we're live on TV, and he's saying that. So
I love you very much. Yes, I do.
he loves you, and he really admires the way that you look. Okay.
Thank you. Good man.
Yeah. Well, for an additional 10 points, and let's move on. Where was the first time that your husband told you that he loved you? And we need a place. Okay, we need a place. It could be in the closet. It could be in a church.
Don't give them the answers.
Well, I'm giving them the idea. So what is it that, we have to keep it moving. Are we ready? That's a simple one.
Okay. Golden lady. Where did he tell you he loved you?
In the car.
In the car.
In
Very
the
good.
car.
And what did you say, Reggie?
In the
In the car, we have it.
Wonderful.
How about you,
Okay,
Pastor
Reggie.
Reggie?
The bedroom.
That's good. Portia?
In the bedroom.
God. Perfect, man. This is so wonderful, right? I like when I see the two couple understanding and knowing each other. So now we're going to move on for the 15-point question. What was the last item that you bought to your husband? Was
Something
it
that
a
you
shirt?
bought
Was
for
it
you.
What for him?
yes, a jacket,
See if
a
you
hat,
remember.
scarf, a tie? Was it a pair of socks? So you had to remember what was it that she bought for you, and she had to remember what you bought for him.
What she bought for him.
What you bought for him.
Yeah.
So what I bought for her, what she bought for
No,
me.
what she bought for you. Okay, it's an easy one.
Oh my God.
We didn't want it to complicate it, this one, so it's easy.
What I bought for him?
Yes. What did you buy for him? Okay, but the time is running. Come on, Golden.
She have it. She have it.
You have it? You ready?
Yes. Reggie, what did she bought for you?
Let's say it was a shirt.
Okay.
Okay.
What did you buy for him?
Well, don't look. I don't think that it was a shirt.
I bet the shirt was last
I bought the cologne
Yeah,
for you.
yeah,
You
it
bought
was
your
the
own
cologne.
shirt.
Oh, my God.
It was the cologne.
I'm sorry. We don't have a much
It
here.
was the cologne.
Portia, what did you buy for Reggie?
I can't remember if it was shirt or socks.
Uh-oh.
It was one of the two.
Oh.
Ah, okay.
So, judges, can we give it to them? No. Okay. Sorry.
What's
Okay.
the bonus question?
Okay. Now, the bonus question for 25 points, and this is very important. When you celebrated the Thanksgiving holiday with the family, what are the two dishes that will never be missed on your table?
You that you always will have that.
That I will always have.
That you, yeah.
When you guys celebrate in your family, there is two dishes that will always be there no matter what.
Two. Tradition.
Tradition. Okay. So in the meantime, the audience that is listening and watching, okay, think about the two most important dishes that you always have in your Thanksgiving holiday. Are we ready?
Oh, okay.
Okay. What are the two dishes? What do we say?
Turkey and dressing. That's their guarantee. I'm cooking the turkey, she cooks the dressing.
Uh-huh.
I said turkey and peas.
Okay.
You always got to have the peas.
Oh, wow. So what?
You don't remember what you like?
Well, I like the turkey, I know that much.
Do we give half of the points?
Yeah, we'll get half of that
Half
one.
of the points because we got the turkey, yes.
Portia, what are the dishes?
I said stuffing and yams. Mac and cheese is going to be those three.
Oh, three. Okay. And what did you write?
Mac and cheese and yam.
Oh, okay. That's a beautiful
She's
man.
very smart. She took three and she took two out of the three will match. Okay, so we got a match. Well, we want to thank you very much for participating on this game. How well do you know your spouse? And I can see that you guys know very well, although you two have a little bit of improvement to do. I recommend some communication.
So Reggie, now you know what she likes.
More so.
She likes a compliment.
No doubt.
And she always looks so beautiful. Every time we have seen her, she's always so all well put up together.
Always.
Yes.
I love it.
Okay. You see, when I love you, it's a good compliment.
Of course it is.
Yes, it is.
I tell her maybe 30 times a day. You know?
30 times a
30
day.
times.
Yes.
That's all about 30
Awesome.
times a day.
All right.
Yes.
Yes.
That is something that is very important.
But I also tell her how beautiful she looks and her hair is.
Yeah, you know, that is important.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Always.
I'm sure Rajiv,
Oh, that's golden lady.
Well-
She is, I mean, without a doubt, beauty is natural. That's all.
Oh, you see? That's
All right.
quite a compliment.
Well, we
Awesome.
thank you very much for watching and stay tuned for the next one.
And
Goodbye.
thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
and God bless you. Enjoy it.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Are you planning a trip to Fort Lauderdale, Miami area by plane or car? The Roadway Inn and Suites is the hotel to stay. We offer complimentary continental breakfast for all our guests. Shopping is available at Forget Something gift shop, located in the lobby, with a big selection of items at a discounted price. The meeting and banquet rooms can accommodate any event, large or small. Enjoy our heated pool surrounded by a beautiful tropical courtyard. You can enjoy lunch or dinner at Marina Ready 4 Sport Bar and Grill while you watch your favorite sport. Complimentary shuttle to and from the Fort Lauderdale Airport and Cruise Port is available to you. The front desk and all the staff are waiting to welcome you with a big smile. Thank you for choosing Roadway Inn and Suites Cruise Port Hotel in Fort Lauderdale. We are part of Choice Hotel International.
God created you to be an extension of God's hands. God created